Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Extraordinary Self podcast. I am so excited. This is my 52nd episode. This marks a special milestone for me. I made that goal when I first recorded the very first episode in the beginning of 2025. I said, if I can record 52 episodes this year, I would be very happy. And I wasn't sure if I could keep the cadence and the pace with my life and the schedule and if it would work for me. But I visualized it and I claimed it. And here I am at the end of the year, reveling in this goal that I achieved and truly, truly just trying to celebrate because it's special for me. And I hope some of you out there have found some value in listening to the episodes. I know that I am not an expert in anything, but how do you become an expert really is by doing and trying again and doing again over and over. So here I am enjoying this journey that I embarked on, enjoying this process of speaking into a microphone. And hopefully this podcast can evolve and most likely will, just like we all do, into good things. I hope it is bigger than what I can envision at the very moment, but I have my eyes set on certain goals for the next year. And so anyway, here I am. And thank you for being here with me on this 52nd episode, November 2025. Close to Thanksgiving, which is one of my favorite holidays of the year. I'm looking forward to some family time and probably one of my favorite meals of the year. So, all right, let's talk about something that is very important, a distinction that we have to make when we desire something. This episode is called Stop Wanting It, Claim It. And this message is for anyone who has had a dream they've been wanting for months, for years, maybe even decades, and yet it still feels far away. Like it belongs to someone braver, someone more talented, someone with more time, money, confidence, or permission. Most of us desire things passively. We say things like, I want to be more confident. I want to start my business. I want to be in love. I want to write a book. But wanting is weak language. Wanting leaves space. Wanting waits for proof. Wanting asks for permission. And claiming, on the other hand, it's identity language. If you've listened to several of my episodes this year, I talk a lot about identity. I want to say one of the top things to creating change in your life is believing that you are that person and working towards becoming that person and not just, for instance, desiring or wanting something, but it's claiming it, it's becoming it, is visualizing it and behaving in that way. So claiming says, I am someone who creates. I am a business owner. I am a loving partner who chooses healthy relationships. I am an author. You claim it before you're ready. You claim it before you're perfect. You claim it and then you rise into it. I'm a living proof to this because this podcast really was me claiming myself as a podcaster. I mean, how do you become a podcaster nowadays? You do it. You become a podcaster. You start recording your first episode and you continue, and that's how you do it. It's the same thing with another experience in my life, which I will share later, which is pretty recent, but many things I have claimed. And that's when I have been able to take full ownership of it and make it a reality in my life. And you don't claim something because you've earned it. You claim it so then you become someone who will earn that. Let's break down for a moment that claiming isn't a delusion. It's not pretending. It's, like I said before, identity formation. When you claim something, your brain kicks into alignment mode. It's so much more powerful when you say it. Even just stop saying, I want this. Start saying, I claim this. And with my women that I would coach, I said, do you want that? Then claim it. So when they would say, yes, I want this, I want this, I want that, I want to lose this weight, I want these arms, I want, to feel good like this, I want to be strong. Okay, let's stop wanting. Let's claim that life. And I want you to see yourself in XYZ time, in this reasonable time. You can see yourself as that person. So let's claim it. Let's talk about cognitive dissonance. I've spoken about this and I've written about this before. When who you say you are doesn't match how you act, your brain tries to close the gap. Meaning, once you declare, I'm a writer, you start behaving like one, not because of the goal, but because of the identity. It's this battle that your brain and your actions have. And so one has to give. So the minute I claimed I was a podcaster, I said, well, am I a podcaster? Well, I better start behaving like it. And so I had to align those two things, my behavior and my belief. So when you claim it, that is the power of that shift. You start to create that tension and then you decide. I mean, you could totally decide to back up and say, no, never mind, and give into fear, give into excuses. But once you claim it, you're going to have that cognitive dissonance occurring, and that's going to push you to behave like that thing that you've claimed. All right. Another thing is, I mentioned this in the last episode as well. Uh, our reticular activating system, which is our brain, becomes a filter. Once you claim something, you start noticing ideas, people, opportunities, and solutions that match that identity. You literally see what you're claiming. It happened with me when I claimed becoming this podcaster. It just, everything became aligned. I saw everything as an opportunity. Things are like, oh, I can record here. I can use this microphone that I bought a year ago. I can use this editing program. Like things, I learned this from this other podcaster. And so things just became so obvious in my peripheral, in my daily life, that I just started to adopt these things and behave like a podcaster. When you act like your future self now, you become that self faster, because all the thinking in the world and wanting and desiring, you can stay in that state forever. But if you just do, if you just act, that changes your life faster than thinking about it and planning about it and just imagining it forever. 1 month of action versus 1 year of desiring is so different. Just start acting, even in the smallest way. You start to walk differently, speak differently, and choose differently. So claiming it is not just a spiritual concept, it really is neurological. So yeah, it's not just spiritual, it's real, it's physical, it's behavioral, it's transformational. So I want to go back to the story of, or my experience that I want to share in regards to claiming something. It happened with with me becoming an author, self-published author. I just had to want it and claim it and then start behaving. So that was the order that it happened. I desired it for many years. One, I've desired to write something and publish something for so many years, but that wanting never became a claim. It was tucked away as one day, one day, one day when I have enough to write, one day when it's easier, one day when I have more money, one day when it's more convenient, one day when I can sit and write. And so that, that dream became something that I tucked and buried away in wanting, until I claimed it. And I have to give credit where credit's due. And God did help me revive that dream and remember how strongly I wanted to claim that dream and that desire. And He reminded me. And so I decided to claim it with His support and His love. So the moment I did, I started writing differently. I fought for my story with more integrity. I edited with intention. I respected my own voice. I wasn't waiting to be chosen anymore. I chose myself. And that's the power of claiming. You stop trying to earn your life and you start living it. If you're ready to stop wanting something and truly claim it, I want you to try this simple formula. It has 3 parts. The first one is identity claim, not a goal. Say who you are becoming. I am a woman who tells the truth about her life through her writing. Declare the standard that identity lives by. I do not shrink to make others comfortable. And then you do micro actions. Pick one daily behavior that aligns with that identity. When I was writing my book, I chose to say the ceiling goal was for me to write for an hour. The floor goal was to write 1 sentence. And so I always had either that floor goal or that ceiling goal as a daily micro action. You do not need confidence to claim something. And this is what might stop you. What you truly need is courage, because the confidence is a result. Claiming is the decision that gets you there. So if you're somewhere safe in the moment, I want you to close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close anything, but just maybe your excuses, okay? Repeat after me, or just let the words sink into you. Today, I stop wanting the life I dream of. I claim it. I am someone who creates, chooses, and embodies what I desire. My future is not something I chase, it's something I live into. I'm ready because I choose to be. Thank you so much for being here today. I think this was a great ending to the first season of the Extraordinary Self podcast. I will be spending December highlighting the episodes throughout the year and celebrating this big win for me. I hope you're celebrating your wins. I hope you're analyzing the things that you want to change. And more importantly, I want you to go into the year with excitement for the future, excitement for the possibilities, excitement for the unknown. And that will carry over more than stressing out. So enjoy this time with your family, enjoy the holidays, make memories, celebrate yourself, and claim something today. Claim one thing, not a wish, not a hope, just a declaration of who you want to be. Claim it. I promise you it's going to shift the way you see 2026. Again, thank you so much for listening to the Extraordinary Self podcast. If this episode moved something in you, share it with someone who needs courage more than motivation. And until next time, remember, you don't wait for worthiness. You live it. You already are. Take care, my friends.